Well, I could not hesitate to put this in you guys' face. Okay, you guys read what it is. See, I got this up here for the Anthony Joshua haters and detractors. See, I know how people's work. I know what people's lower nature is. I know what makes people jealous. I know what makes people envious. I know what makes people hate. Okay, and the reason why I put this up here for you guys is because I know the majority of the reason why you guys dislike Anthony Joshua, it has to do with his money. Okay, he makes more money. He makes so much money it makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay, and that's how it is with majority of some people out here in this world and on this planet. You guys are jealous of people who makes money. I'm going to tell you something that I know that is a fact of life. It's a fact of life. Nobody in this world cares what you do or how silly it looks, okay? Or how truthful it is. Nobody cares about anything you're doing until they see what you're doing is making some kind of money. Then they're actually going to have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's plenty of people that'll back me up on this. Nobody will care what you are doing until they think you are making a good amount of money. That's when the hate comes in. But as long as you're doing something and you're not really getting nowhere, you're just treading water, people laugh at you and they take you lightly. Oh man, you're just whatever. But the second you start to grow, the second numbers start to move in or something like that, then their eyes switch and lock onto you, and now they're watching. And they seeing these numbers go. Then all of a sudden this emotion comes over, and it's called fear and hate. You know what I'm saying? Fear of getting someplace that I'll never be, and I'm hating you because you have the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's where real hate comes into play. When you see people getting real money, that's when people are going to have a problem with you. That's a fact, and that's what goes on with Anthony Joshua. Majority of people don't like him are people who are jealous of the money that he's getting, okay? Men have two biggest weaknesses on this planet. And if you ever want to test what kind of friend you have, what kind of brother you have, what kind of father you have, what kind of nephew you have, you test them in these two areas. Because these two areas are fail-proof, okay? That is money and women, okay? Testing a man in either one of these areas will ultimately determine what kind of person you deal with, because these two things reveal the nature of the man, okay? When you watch how they operate and treat you around women, and how they operate, how they treat you when money is in the play, that's when you reveal if you have a real friend, okay? And most people don't sweat people, okay? Unless you have one of these things going on. Some people don't sweat money at all. Some people sweat your ability to be able to attract a woman. Some dudes just care about that. We all have a friend or had a friend who had a friend like this, and they're always in the group. There's always one person who always has a problem with the person who is rich. And I don't mean necessarily got to be in your group. It may be a famous person, but they dislike anybody who's very wealthy. They always got a problem with it. They do, because some people are just jealous of money, okay? Some men are jealous of your ability to be able to attract women. Some men are jealous of men who have money because money also enables them to be able to attract women. That's why money and the ability to attract women is actually one and the same. That's why you could take these two things to always test all men, okay? Because it's their biggest weakness. So when you look at Anthony Joshua, what is one of the main things he got going for him? He makes a lot of money. That makes men feel some kind of way. Not all men, but it makes some men feel some kind of way, okay? Now let's add in the other elements that comes with the hate for Anthony Joshua. What else is it? You have to understand human nature. You have to understand a man's nature, okay? We got the money, okay? We got the ability to be able to attract women, okay? What you have to understand is, what else does Anthony Joshua has going for him? Well, number one, everybody likes him. A lot of people tend to dislike people that people like a lot. You know what I'm saying? His physicality, okay? Physically, he has a body of a god. Physically, he has a body that would intimidate men. physically he has a body that most women would like. Okay? That's another reason men dislike Anthony Joshua. You have to understand Anthony Joshua has too many of the right elements. Money, articulate, good looking, well built. Those are all the things to get you hated and killed right off of this planet. Now, the last one, don't be all those things and be this ultimate one right here. Don't be all those things and be somebody that tells the truth. You were trying to cause, you will have problems that you couldn't even dream of. You know what I'm saying? It's hard having those all those elements. A person with money, okay? A person that has a brain that is articulate. A person that is both physically from the face and physically from the body gifted. You know what I'm saying? Or favored. You know? Then you add on top of that being truthful. Then you give them a truthful tongue too. These people are the people who get chopped down early because it's too much hate. You know, and Anthony Joshua has every last single one of those elements. And if you leave it to a real deep Deontay Wilder fanboy, given what kind of fan they are, given what kind of demographic they come from, some of them don't like Anthony Joshua simply because they believe Anthony Joshua is favored or liked because he is a lighter version of a black man. You know what I'm saying? He's too light. You know what I'm saying? He's not Deontay Wilder dark, so I dislike him. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I understand every element in which people hate on this person. This is why I got this in your face, because I realize money is the root of all of it. Then it's high looks, girls, this, that, because it's not his personality. He's not a rude person. He's not vulgar. He's not disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? He's very articulate, very kind, very thoughtful, very well spoken. You know what I'm saying? He has substance. You know what I'm saying? He has morals. You know, he looks at himself as a role model. He realizes that people looks up to him and stuff like that. So you can't hate him for those reasons. So the only thing you got left is how he looks and the money that he has. Because you can't hate on his boxing record because it's better than any one of your favorite heavyweights. So that's why I didn't hesitate to put this shit in your face, because I understand what triggers people. I understand people's lower nature, and I understand what people get aggravated about. And if you know anything about me, I love finding out when something aggravates a person, because I'm going to stay on it and I'm going to mess with you with it. And it's not because I want to be a bully. I'm trying to teach you how to grow up. Get some callous around your heart. You know what I'm saying? Get some callous around your feelings or something like that. And realize it's not that serious, man. Focus on your own shit. And you should be congratulated for seeing him win and seeing you win. But that's on a deeper metaphysical level that I'm not even going to attempt to drag you guys in, because I've already figured out, at least in the boxing community on YouTube, you guys are limited. Yes, your thinking is extremely limited. But then again, that's why I move and shake and I do certain things. And that's why I'm able to outthink all these so-called fuckboys who try to come at me sideways on YouTube. You know, because they're so basic in the way that they think. They're basic in the material that they make. They're basic in their angles. They're basic in their rebuttals. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody come to me. Oh, Bruce, you think you're so smart, huh? You think you're this, that. That's the first thing people hit me with. Oh, you just think you're so smart. They always hit me with, Bruce, you think you're so smart and you think you're so tough. La, 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 this, that. First of all, if you guys didn't think that, you wouldn't constantly bring that up. Because I never expressed that I'm overly tough or overly smart than anybody. I just simply tell people you're not fucking thinking or you don't fucking know something. Plain and simple. I can't help it in the process of doing so. I may clown you or educate you or bring you up several levels when it comes to knowing what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's not my fault. But then again, that's why people will hate on me. You know, notice, once again, what I told you about money and stuff like that. Nobody had a problem with my channel as long as they thought it wasn't going to grow. Then when it grew, people's main concern was, you're making money off trashing Deontay Wilder. I'm like, where's all this shit coming from? Like, this is not like y'all didn't care. But I figured out what it was. As my numbers started to grow, the hate picked up. But as long as I was talking my shit and had only 65 subscribers or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? As long as I had that going on, they laughed at me. They even came and joked with me. But the second numbers, keep in mind, numbers start to go up. Anthony Joshua, numbers start to go up. Popularity start to go up. People start noticing, start to go up. Same thing on YouTube. As soon as that shit start to go up, then people got a problem.